the game I said it was going to be, just to give another person a shot at showing up. If they don't come, I'll go talk about the other game. But this one, I could use some refreshing on, and I think it would play okay at 2. Who knows?
Cool. And yeah, we're recording, so who am I here with?
Say that again?
Oh, we're recording, so who am I here with?
This is Caleb Segura for week number 2.
Week number 2.
The Dallas Design Group.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. So what are we playing today?
So I call this F-Bomb, the game for all ages. It doesn't really have a theme, so it was just a joking thing that that I threw in there. But who knows? But yeah, one day maybe it'll have a theme, but for now it's about generating bombs to blow stuff up of different letters, and the F-Bomb is the worst one, so it's F-Bomb, the game for all ages. There's nothing mature in it, so it's just kind of a, hey, what does that mean? Actually, I think the people that are most disappointed come in expecting a bunch of filth and leave empty-handed.
No fun.
Well, I tried to make this a very simple concept that during your turn, you have, I guess technically 4 options, one of which is this thing listed at the top, the 1. It's to draw 1 card, and you can either keep it or give it to somebody else, is what that's trying to say. And then the second thing you can do is draw 2 cards and throw one of them away, just discard it, so that's what that's saying. And then the third thing is draw 3 cards and you have to keep all 3.
Okay.
Fourth thing you can do is to take all the cards that you have, and or as many cards as you want, to cash them all in for different goal cards, so I'm going to draw those goal cards. And because I cannot for the life of me remember, so it's been maybe 1.5 years since I've played this, and I cannot remember what I last left it off of, and it's really helpful just to play it again, because I kind of remember what some of the problems are, but this will really refresh me. I think you win by either getting 21, or if you can cash in, how many diamonds is that? 6 diamonds, and if you do that, you win the game automatically. So I'm going to say 21 or the 6 diamonds. But like I said, these are the gold cards that are out there, and this needs copies.
Mm-hmm.
I have copies there. So these cards themselves will have things on them. A lot of stuff there. I'm looking for... Some will have multiple of a symbol like this. So you just draw those cards, you have them in your hand, and when you want to cash them in, you can, like, let's say this was your hand. You could cash in these 4 hearts to get this, so that's 2 points of the 21 you need to win. And you could also cash in these 2 diamonds for this, so that would be 2 plus 3 is 5 points you need to win. You're short on stars of any goal that's out there, and short on skulls for the goal. I guess technically if this was your whole hand, let's just theoretically say it's your whole hand, you could trade in these 4 bombs for this card. So that would give you 15 of the points you need to win. So the 2 plus 3 plus 10 to win. However, bombs are seen as red, and they work a little bit differently. And this is where I don't exactly remember what I did or what the main problem is. I just know it didn't work as well as I wanted it to. But I'm going to say for now, whenever you draw a red card, you put that red card face down, visible for all other players to see. And whenever, so let's say you had all these out there. Yeah. And then these cards, the rest of them would be in my hand. So I'll just say 6 cards are in my hand. And whenever, let's say I draw another 3 cards, This is a good example. So right here, it's 3 cards. So I drew 3 and I have to keep 3. Now, since this is a red, it goes down here. Since it's a bomb, whenever you have duplicates of bombs, the effect happens to that player. So first, if I had any gems in my hand, I would lose them because it destroys all gems.
Yep.
And then it would make all those bombs go away. And these would be in my hand real quick. And well, I guess there's other bombs in my hand. So technically, I don't know. I'm just gonna throw these away for now, just for this will make the example more complicated. So the bombs destroyed my gems because I drew a second one. But then the thing is, if the other player had what bomb was that? Blue? Or it was a gem bomb or something like that? A B, I think. Yeah, it was a B bomb. So if they had a single B bomb in front of them, they would also throw that away and discard any gems in their hand. So what triggers a bomb effect is having 2 bombs hit the table, but anybody with a bomb that had that bomb card in front of them are going to be affected by it. So I'm saying that a lot more complicated than it is. I can walk you through it as we go, but the first card doesn't do anything to you until the second one comes out. When the second one comes out, anybody that has that card in front of them will have that negative stuff affect them.
Good.
And then where that says destroys 1 blah, that destroys a goal card, so it'll destroy points that you have in front of you. So the F bombs are supposed to be the worst ones. I don't know if they are because I barely play tested this thing. Put those there and flip these and do all of that. So I will start the game by drawing just 3 cards. Then now you can do your action. So you can draw 1 card, 2 card, or 3 cards, and depending on how many you draw, you get the decision. Like if it's 3, you have to keep all 3. If it's 2, you keep 1, throw 1 away. If it's 1, you either keep it or give it to another player.
Rather 3.
Okay. Yeah, and I think one of the old problems that I had is at the beginning of the game, everybody does 3, and I can't remember what solution I was thinking of. I cannot remember. Hopefully it comes back to me. So I think I'm going to also do 3. Okay, now it's back to you.
Okay. And any red cards you must show though, right?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, let me show these.
Since you're sitting up here, I'm gonna put those up here real quick, just so we know they're in front of you.
Cool.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, let me get to. And why is that E-bomb over there?
That's
Just
when
the
we have
bomb
more
just
players, another bomb type comes in the game.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, and oh, we got a D-bomb. D-bag bomb.
The bomb.
D-bomb.
Yeah.
.com.
Keep.
.com.
So going with 3.
Alright. Yeah, better do 2 again. Man, you got no bombs? Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Game of luck.
Okay. No balls. Oh, I got a 2, and then I got to discard 1, right? Yep. Which one to discard? There are double skull cards, right?
Oh. Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get rid of this crappy star.
Crappy star.
Yeah.
Okay. Go 3. Still no bombs.
Wow. Looks like you're gonna win. Let's go
Maybe.
2. And yet again.
If you get a 4th bomb that's not a matching one, you can trade it in for 10 points, but yeah.
Ah, that's the thing, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's. Now these gems that say keep when buying other point cards. So theoretically, if I have two of those, I can trade in the diamonds and keep my diamonds, right? For 3 points.
I don't think that's how I originally intended it. I think a rule that I skipped that I think the reason it's written that way is when you cash in, you get rid of your entire hand, if I remember correctly. So you're like saving in for a big cash in, but if you're cashing in a big hand, you do not have to spend your gems, I think is the way I meant to phrase that.
If you're cashing in a big hand?
Well, you're always cashing in your entire hand, I think was the original rule, and now I'm trying to remember, well, why was that a rule? I don't know, but I had some reason, so.
Okay. So, like, you mean big hand is in, like, one of the first 3 in the column?
By big hand, I mean, like, what I have, I'm holding on to, like, 10 cards right now, or more, 12 or something like that. I would have to trade in all 12 cards if I'm buying something in the gold market, or if I'm buying anything in there. You can buy multiple things. You're usually trying to make an efficient turn by getting a bunch in there.
Okay. I'll get rid of a crap. Well, okay, so that's 3 right there. Let's see. It's 3. Okay. Yeah, let me get rid of the star. Yep.
Okay, so right now I'm going to trade in my entire hand. Oh, the 5 stars gets me this. Nice. And then think how many hearts is that? These are in this. 2, 8 hearts is enough for this.
Yep. 10.
And I can hold on to that gem. I think it's just going to stay on the table for you to remember.
Okay.
And then I'm going to backfill gold cards, and then it's going to be your turn.
Cool. Alright. Let's get 2. And still, I don't have anything, so get rid of a heart.
Okay. Yeah, I just hate right now that I'm just drawing 3 the whole time, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I did draw an A. It is the second A bomb to come out, so both of us have to discard any 3 cards. Itself is not one of those 3 cards, so so I have to get rid of all of that.
Okay. It's craptacular. Well, better go. And you say whenever you cash in, you gotta spend your whole hand.
I'm thinking of something else real quick. Yeah, when you cash in, you spend the whole hand.
Okay. Unless you have gems.
Yeah, the gems can stay behind.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's go here. 1, 2, 3. I think that was 3.
3. Oh, 3 cards thrown away?
Yeah, I think so.
What you're saying? Yeah. Okay. Then it's your turn.
Alright. You know what? Let's live on the wild side. Let's go 3. Alright. Got the F-bomb. Oh yeah, that does seem like the worst. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah, but now if I draw an F-bomb, I'm going to have to get rid of my one of my 2 gold cards. So.
Ah, nice.
Because your F-bomb is out, I have to step lightly.
Oh, yeah.
those, I will throw away that. Okay, now your turn.
Words. I thought about any kind of stuff to get something from the top of the grave.
Not in this game, but I don't know. I mean, if it solves the problem, I'm more than happy to do it.
Okay. I guess no sense in treading lightly now. Yeah. 3.
Maybe you want to trigger the F-bomb to clear me out of one of my... Oh, I don't have an F-bomb in front of me, so that wouldn't work with the current rules.
Yep.
Funny when I have to teach myself my own game.
And you can only lay... When can you lay cards out and buy? Gold cards?
During your turn, you either draw 1, 2, 3, or cash them all in.
Okay. So, in lieu of drawing anything, you would cash in for cards. Gold card.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Now, I feel like that's not the way it was, but I can't remember what it was, so that's what it is right now. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm drawing my 3. Yeah. Okay, so it does bring out a second D, so the Ds get discarded.
And that's the story of all hearts.
And if you had any hearts, you have to get rid of all your hearts.
Cool. Gotcha.
But it's back to you.
Alright, let's go for the 3. What? I got the 4 skulls.
Oh.
I busted.
Okay. Then, can't highlight that without.
Yep. I was trying to go for the greedy 6 gem win, but wasn't paying attention to the skulls.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello, Cameron.
how y'all doing?
Hey.
What
Are you coming to talk, or are you actually able to play tonight?
I might be able to play tonight. I'm actually off today. I just got moved in to my new house
Congrats.
Where's it located?
in Bedford.
Okay. And then I guess right now, I should say, Marcus is recording this right now, so before you give out your full address and everything,
1327.
If you want,
code you into it.
Feel free to ping me when y'all are done with that, because y'all already got started, I guess. Sorry to interrupt. I'll be back.
Okay.
It's not interrupting, but are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. No, I'm happy to have you jump in if you want.
Yeah.
None
We
of
got TTS loaded up here.
Okay. The room and the password are the same, DDG, like Dallas Design Group.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I think Marcus just wiped out, so I'm gonna go. Marcus, you go.
Right. Go 3. Alright.
Hey, Cameron. So I was hoping to get my Infinity back up today, but I wasn't close to finishing it. So here we are playing one of my old things that I think you've played before. So this is just me trying to refresh my memory about what the problems were, and try to come up with new solutions to those. Do you remember this one though? Before I keep talking.
I don't think I've actually. I don't think I played this. I know I saw you talk about it in the draw mechanics, but I don't think I actually played the game. And if I did,
Okay.
I don't remember.
Just playing it again makes me so upset that the first few moves are obvious. I don't know how to fix that. But Marcus, would you be okay starting over?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm
Okay.
losing, so yeah.
What? Losing? Well, you almost had the gym win.
Yeah,
So-
almost. No cigar. No, but I really like it so far. Nice and fast and very gruckable.
Rockable is the term.
Oh yeah, understandable. Something like that.
Yeah. Not the feeling I was going for yet, but
What kind of feel are you going for?
I want it to be like push your luck constantly, that I can do something that has higher rewards but risks me losing everything constantly. And right now it feels more of an obvious decision. Like when you need to do this, of course you're gonna do that. But okay, so Cameron,
Maybe
Somebody else or something?
introduce a penalty for like doing the same thing twice or something, or
yeah, maybe.
maybe you can't do the
hey,
same
McKay.
thing twice.
Hey, how's it going?
And
So we are actually just now starting over. If you had time to jump in, and I can teach all at once.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll join
Did you happen to get anything uploaded? And Cameron, did you have anything
No.
you have ready to play?
Sorry, it's been a week.
Yeah, I've got a 4-player semi-cooperative deck builder that we can play.
Be happy
Actually,
to
give you
talk.
just 1 minute. I gotta take this call.
Hello, McKay. I see you were in now. See, that's way faster than last week.
Yeah, sorry. Last week was such a mess getting things
Uh,
installed and then Discord having issues connecting. I'm sorry.
I was so hoping to have the new Infinity out today, but I'm several hours away from finishing it, so I took out another old flame while it was just me and Marcus and I together.
I've gone down a rabbit hole playing with Illustrator the last couple of weeks, and so I haven't really worked on games. Like, I've made icons that I think will make their way into games, but I haven't really just been directly working on design. But
It's also refreshing to be able to hear you this time. I went back to
oh, that's right.
Marcus uploaded that video, and like the
Uh-huh.
first 25 minutes of it is just me talking over you and all that. And I will actually admit, it's not as rude as I thought it would be. It's rude. It's not as bad, and it was almost like the realization of like,
I think it was
I don't
clear
really have to-
what was happening pretty early on. So
oh, you
you know, it's like you can't. Yeah, a couple
Oh.
times I passed something along, and Marcus, sent it to you, and you heard it.
I don't know, I guess for me, it's just like somebody who doesn't like being interrupted or something. Like I just keep talking, like no, wait your turn,
Oh,
kind of
you're
a
fine.
thing. It's just kind of what it was.
It's probably bad company for us to be hanging out then, because I am the worst. I interrupt people constantly, so I apologize.
Oh no, I'm not saying that's the way I was. I'm just saying how it comes across that I'm just like not wanting to budge.
Like, no, I am teaching this right now. Don't anybody try to say anything.
Yeah, I'm writing down the idea. Make a game based on the telephone game.
Yeah, there you go.
Cameron just took a phone call. I think if you go to the upper right and you click to take a seat,
Yeah.
it should get you started.
Change color. Does it matter where I sit for this one? Would you
I don't
recommend
think
yellow?
so.
To be? Okay.
And then I'll wait for Cameron to come back before I talk too much more. And I was also replaying the video while making the new Infinity cards to remember what the main problems were. Yeah, we'll see. I went a lot harder on the card backs.
Oh, cool.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
I
of-
think that was one of the things. That was just kind of like an opportunity space. It wasn't that they were necessarily bad as they were, but I think it seems to be like a cool concept that I would be excited to see fleshed out or expanded. So
And I'm recording here too, so be aware.
great.
So far, it's going to be the worst video Marcus has ever uploaded, but he's got to upload something.
Not by far. I like the game so far. It's great.
Let's see. Okay. I guess just so you, I quickly remembered one of my main problems with this game, being that the first few moves are completely obvious. Like every time your hand is wiped out, why should you not draw 3 cards? And that irritates me to no end. So
Unlike in the everybody has one of those card backs, and you put a token on what you did last time, and you can't do that again, maybe, or
yeah, but then that still makes the first round take the 3.
you could be like first player can't take the 3, and then second player can do something, and third and fourth. You could add some zany options of 4 and 5, maybe, or maybe 4, 5, and 6 with like nerfed options for 1, 2, and 3.
I'm almost like wondering if there should be like a follow mechanic, like you get a bonus if somebody else
You
does
go
the
do
same
the same
thing,
thing.
but then that might make a chain of drawing 3s.
I'm back.
Gosh, I don't know.
Alright, I missed the teach.
Oh, that wasn't the teach, that's just me musing on life.
Oh, good.
Okay, so Cameron's back.
Yes.
Okay, musing over. Okay, so, yeah, I think after you play this, Cameron, maybe you'll remember that you've played it before, maybe it's so forgettable that you won't, but I want to say 60% chance you played this, but who knows. Okay, so I call it F-Bomb, the game for all ages, not because it means anything, but because the game didn't have a theme, and I had different bomb types, and the different bomb types were labeled A through F, and having an F-Bomb in a game I thought was a funny thing, but then few people that have ever playtested it get upset there's nothing raunchy about the game, so I think it's misleading, but it says the game for all ages, so I don't know. Who knows? Okay, so I was trying to basically turn a draw mechanic into an entire game and see how far that would get me, and to make it simple to play. So I'm actually changing a rule right now that, oh no, I'm not. Okay, forget. Okay, so in your turn, you have 4 things you can do. One of which is trade in any cards you have in your hand. Let's just, as an example, let's say this was my hand. Any red cards have to be on the table, and then the other cards can be hidden in my hand. And let's say this is now this player's turn. They can trade in their entire hand, meaning all of these cards would go to the discard, and they would get any reward shown that they want on there. So these 2 stars would get them this star card. That's one of the gold cards complete. That's one of the 21 points you need to win. So the points in these are the green in the upper right. That is 1 point of the 21 points you want to win. All these cards would be discarded, and that's the end of it for you. I'm actually going to do a quick rule change just to fix the problem that I keep fussing about, even though people haven't played the game yet. Can everybody just draw 3 cards right now? So if you mouse over and press 3, it'll draw 3 cards. If you have any bomb cards in your hand, you can discard them and redraw until you have no bomb cards. Just to start the game, it's something I want to try real quick.
Oops, did I just draw a rule card? Do I just press 1 to draw 1, or what is the...
Yeah, 1 to draw 1.
Sorry, I still got on the platform.
Okay. Nobody has bomb cards in their hand?
I traded mine in.
Okay, so I'm going to take these, flip, and... Okay, so in your turn, the first thing you can do is trade in all the cards in your hand for whatever points you want, so you can get multiple. So if I had 2 gems and 3 skulls, I can get the 3 skulls and 2 gems all at once. Let me make a copy of these. Okay. And then all at once, and those are yours now. Or you can draw 3 cards, and if you draw 3 cards, you have to keep all 3. Or you can draw 2 cards and then get rid of 1 card. I think the previous question was, does that one card you get rid of have to be one of the 2 cards you drew? And before I said yes, right now I'm going to say no. You can throw away any card in front of you. And then for the last thing, draw 1. You can draw that, look at it, and either keep it or give it to somebody else. So those are the 4 things you can do. Cash in all your junk, 3 cards, 2 cards, and discard 1, or draw 1 card, keep it, or give it to somebody else. So that's it. And if nobody's upset with it, I'm just going to start, and I'm going to start by drawing 3 cards, which is what I said I was upset that the game allows you to do, but here we are. Okay. So now I have my 3 cards, and we're going to go clockwise, so Marcus gets the next decision of either drawing cards or trading in.
Let's go 3. Alright, weird things has happened, but doesn't matter, so because nobody has any gold cards yet.
Okay, so Marcus drew 2 F-bombs. So let's hypothetically say Marcus drew 1 F-bomb. Since it's a red card, it goes on the table. The table's red, so just to remember, red cards go on the table face up. It's still Marcus's card right now, so if Marcus had 4 bombs, he could later trade that in for this 10-point bomb thing. But let's just say it's 1 F-bomb, nothing happens, and it goes on to somebody else. So if somebody else and draws an F-bomb card, that goes down. Now that there's 2 bombs of the same letter that match, all of those bomb cards would be discarded, and that effect happens to everybody who had one of those bomb cards. So both of you players would have to throw away one of your green cards. So you would lose points, basically, but you have no points, so it's okay, and life goes on. It's just to make it interesting, say that everybody is going to start with just 1. So what happened was Marcus drew 3 cards. 2 of them were F-bombs. So because this isn't the way I said it was going to be, both of those F-bomb cards are gone, and he would lose his initial point card, and that's that. But so 1 bomb card doesn't do anything, but as soon as the second bomb card hits the table, it affects everybody who had that bomb card type. Okay, so now we go to McKay. So 3, 2, 1.
So I already drew 3, and so this was the only red one out of that set.
And then now Cameron.
But I will draw 3, put that one down. So the options are do one of these draw actions or play a card to claim one of these.
To play all your hand, all of your cards, to get as many of these as you can get.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the F-bomb destroys one of your scored victory points. This, I guess, destroys one of your heart victory points? Or a heart card?
No, that heart's in your hand.
Oh, okay.
So probably not that bad yet. Okay, so back to me. I'm going to draw 3 bombs. It's like last game, Marcus.
I'm just trying to understand why would I want to... Oh, I guess I would want to discard a card. If I don't want to bomb, I guess. Or I want to give someone a bomb. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, right now draw 3 is too strong with the way I made the deck, so... It's good that I see it again so I can remake the deck.
Going for 3.
There's supposed to be a lot more bad stuff in the deck than there currently is.
Okay, we got A-bombs, so we gotta destroy something,
Okay.
destroy any
So
3
both
cards.
of you lose any 3 cards that are not your bomb.
That's horrible.
Bummer. 1, 2, 3.
And then other thing of note to make is that, and Cameron, you don't have to lose it because you didn't have an A-bomb. I don't know if I saw your hand throw anything away.
What was the get rid of it card?
That was the...
They both had A-bombs, and it says to throw away any 3 cards, but only the players who had the A-bombs do that, actually.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then just to note, this card right here is an auto win if you can cash in that many gems. So just to...
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so either get 21 points or get the auto win. Okay, so I think it's Cameron's draw or action.
Oh, no, is it? that is it.
Oh, and if that was Marcus, then it's McKay. I don't know. Somebody set off.
Yeah, I think it is me.
Set us
Sorry.
off the bomb.
What was that trick to rotate while zooming?
If you hold down Alt and then you do Q and E
Okay,
on a card.
there we go. Cool.
Okay, so then I think we're in the man.
Right. Draw 3. Okay. So, a question about the skulls. It says 4 skulls destroy a hand.
Yes.
So if I have 4 skulls in my hand, do I destroy my whole hand?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
Oh, the bomb's gone too. But yeah.
Womp, womp.
Mm.
And I'm gonna say whenever you lose your whole hand, automatically just draw 3 cards. So, so if anybody's lost their whole hand, go ahead and draw 3. Which will also make it parting condition. Okay, for me, I'm going to cash in my hand. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is enough for this. More than enough. And then 2 stars. And I'm gonna be weird and hold on to my gems. Because that's a gem ability. It says when I'm buying other things, I can choose to keep them. So that's what I'm gonna do. And now everybody remembers that I have 2 gems out. And since my stuff is wiped away, 2 gold cards come up. And I'm gonna draw 3 cards just to that. And they're all bombs. And 2 of those make me lose my gems. So we'll just okay.
Yeah. And I don't know about
so now
y'all
Marcus.
besides I don't know about y'all besides Caleb, but I got a bunch of games with gems and stars. So do y'all have that same thing going on?
I haven't played any of
bunch
their
of gems?
gems and stars.
Gems and stars in my games. I just use them all the time, but I see Caleb does too. So wondering if like everybody does it, but I do. I certainly do.
I guess you did have gems in your
Blink
on.
Critters,
Yeah, I've got-
Blink Critters.
Obviously, I have one
that's
game
true.
that's all about stars, and then I have another one that uses gems.
Oh yeah. There we go. So yeah, I mean, pretty universal thing, I guess. But yeah.
So 2 C's came out. Those
Oh,
C's
man.
get discarded, and any stars Marcus has. I don't have any stars, so
I got a star.
So that's just when it says the symbol. It's just the ones in your hand, not the point cards that
Yeah.
that deal with those.
the
Right?
only thing that deals with the point cards are the F bombs.
Oh, you cut out for a second there.
The only thing that deals with the point cards are the F bombs themselves.
Gotcha.
Um,
And remind me, if I take action number 1, can I pass like this bomb I have out in front of me, or only the card I actually drew?
I'm gonna say any of them. So sure.
Because I think that would incentivize me more. If I had a
Yeah.
bomb out in front of me, especially if I had more than one out in front of me, I'd start getting scared and saying, or if there's a player who's clearly taking the lead, that would incentivize me to play all my bombs on that player. I think it could create a little bit more take that, which could be fun.
oh yeah.
And kind of in a chaotic kind of game like this one.
Yeah, sure. You can give any card.
Yeah, I recognize that by giving me that permission, you may be jeopardizing
Target.
yourself.
That's fine. Go ahead.
I won't do that immediately.
Five.
Is it on me? think so. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now Marcus.
All right. Take 3. And I got a bomb.
Okay, so I'm going to take 1 and then pass my F bomb, but I drew a B bomb.
Do you have to say which of these you're doing first, or
Yeah. I'll say you say it.
okay? Just want to make sure. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think draw 3 is that strong in this game because it's push your luck on the draw 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, it's strong. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's not that strong. Like, it's strong in the early game, but like,
Or really run a risk of busting and people putting bombs on you.
yeah.
We both lost a gold card.
Wow.
And when you buy cards, are you allowed to buy multiples of these in one
Yes.
go? Okay.
We're incentivized to buy multiple. Okay, so Marcus and myself get to A-bomb it up.
Go here.
Sorry, remind me with 2, I have the option of discarding one, or I have to discard one.
Have to.
I'm gonna
But
say
it can include a bomb that it can include one out in front of me.
yeah.
Nah, that's a mistake.
Or no.
It's not the way that it's not the rules will be in the future, but with the current deck, that's what I'm gonna say. I don't know.
Discard a bomb.
Well, if it's not what it's supposed to be, then no, then I'll Okay, so I got blown up.
Wow.
I mean, I'm kind of in an odd situation now that I want to do things to incentivize the 2 and the
And I have
1.
to discard an extra one for taking the action 2.
So, another question, I guess. Any of the cards you can't spend get discarded, right? Unless it's the gem.
Yes.
Okay.
But you're gonna, whenever you discard your whole hand, you draw back up to 3.
I'm gonna draw 3. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, that's it. Marcus drew 3.
Grabbing 3.
Me too.
Draw 1. I'm gonna do the option number 2, draw and pass. So draw this one, and I will.
Option number. Oh, you mean option number 1?
I meant option number 1.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll do that. Is that Marcus? Marcus, you can have this
Yeah.
card.
Okay. Cool. Wait.
And that's my turn.
Back to me. I'll do 3. Oh, okay. So, wow.
Go fun.
I'm not. No, hold on. I mean, everybody else is, but they buy hard.
Oh, that's
Oh no!
I was waiting for somebody
Brutal.
to cash in for the better gold cards to come out. But it's
to get
pushing
better
luck.
hearts.
Yeah, but I got rid of my hearts earlier.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go with the 3.
I'll also go with 3, but we've only got 2 cards left. So remind me, I can
We got an F-bomb out here,
tell
too.
And then you
tell me controls for doing that discard and shuffle. What you did there to reshuffle the discard?
I clicked, or maybe I clicked G to group them, then I clicked F to flip them, and then I just moved it over.
Okay.
Or R will shuffle.
R shuffles. Okay.
Yeah, R is like the randomizer for dice.
Sorry,
or
and I
F.
drew a C, so that's
So that's
Caleb
mine,
and me
and
that have to.
yeah.
Have quite a few little stars there.
Make you a star.
All right, it's me. So
Okay.
I'll do this.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's 2 here. Oh, these are okay. Got it.
These have multiples, but less than player count, or supposed to be less than player count.
Nice.
Okay. And then I draw 3. Oh wait. Shit. shoot.
Mm.
All three. Marcus.
I'll take 2. Okay.
Okay, I took 3. We both got that, so I have to. Does this go back into the deck, or where do?
I
it
just
looks like
throw
you
it to
kept
the
a little
side
pile
up
over
here.
there.
I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah.
Does that destroy
Marcus,
all or
yours
just one?
goes- Just one.
One of your point cards, but yeah.
Oh, I got that.
Oh no, Cameron. Oh, yeah, Cameron, did you draw 3 before? You did?
Yeah. I did, and that's what
Got it.
that
Thanks.
down.
Oh,
Okay.
I need to
Alright.
discard one. Matter of fact,
Thanks here.
I guess I'll draw 3, and I'll hope. Not the same.
Oh. You and I.
All right, guess I'll get rid of this.
4, 3, 3.
Thinks I was 1 card short of getting my automatic draw 3.
Hey,
Oh, and
me
that's
as well.
Marcus.
I'll take the last 3 that are in the deck.
So FR move is what I
Got
did.
it. Thank you.
2 bombs. Oh, B-bomb. Destroy all the freaking diamonds. Why? It never puts you when you have that many. It's crazy.
Hey, Ma.
Oh, Marcus.
Everybody, have we resolved that, or is there anything else that? And then didn't the hearts D-bomb also go off? Or no?
Oh, for you too.
Is it cards in
Cameron
hand?
is
or-
yeah. It's only cards in hand. Yeah, not
Oh, no.
core cards.
My heart hurts now. Lost 2 hearts.
And then it's my turn.
Is this number 2 action draw 2, discard
And
1,
then-
or draw
and then
1,
discard
discard
one.
1?
Draw 2, discard 1.
Oh, okay. All right. Draw
That's gonna be
2.
my discard.
I'm going to discard that. Thank gosh. All right, your turn, Caleb.
Draw 1. Give. Okay, Marcus.
Ready? Oh, grab 2. And discard.
Also grab 2. And discard. Well, does it count as temporarily having 4 skulls in hand if this would be my 4th before I discard it?
I'm gonna say no. Somebody give him a skull.
Yeah, sorry. I outed myself.
Draw 1. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'll draw 2.
look for the skull.
Oh, man. Discard that.
I like the skulls. I think they're fun where they're trying to hit 3 but not 4.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a cool one.
Marcus.
I'll take 2. And got in
Okay.
F-bomb out there. But I could give the F-bomb. Oh, F-bomb is out there. So, yeah, that's going.
Yeah.
And then I'll
Cameron gets whacked.
discard 1. Well,
Okay,
did I
and
do
I'm gonna cash in so I can keep my 3 gems,
Yes.
and then I'm gonna do 6 to grab this guy and 3 to grab this guy.
And there's only 1 skull goal left.
Oops, if I can flip things correctly. And then, do these go back in hand, or did you leave them out last time? Was that just a reminder that you had them?
Which
discard
one?
pile.
The gems stay out, is what I'm gonna say.
How do I grab all of them as a group?
You can click drag over them. To group them together is
I did G, yeah.
okay.
And then, but then when I click on one, it's just grabbing the
click
top one.
longer before you move. Okay, and
No,
then you can
grab
move.
something.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, so Cameroon. Marcus.
Take 2.
And throw away 1.
Oh,
A-bomb destroys what? Oh, I could throw away... Before I throw the bomb out, let's see. Destroying 3 cards. Yeah, let's throw away the A-bomb.
Okay. And McCain.
Is it me or?
I already went. Yeah.
Okay.
So I did my 2 and didn't discard.
Well, I don't want to do this, but I don't want to risk it. So we're just going to have this. So I'm going to get that. Throw away the 3 hearts. Not going to be able to capitalize on it, but it's too risky otherwise.
Yeah.
And the C-bomb goes away for you. Cards. Go. Who has...
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm getting close to a bomb cash-in, though, but I'm not going to be able to pull it. Okay, Marcus.
Right. Take 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cash in. 4. Okay.
So you need 2 more points to win. You have an F-bomb in front of you with 4 points up for grabs.
Oops.
And then Cameron.
Hey, I'm going to draw 3.
Card replaces over here in the top right, right?
What?
Card
Oh,
replaces
yeah.
Okay. I'm done.
Just the faster click. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna do 2.
Okay. Let's cash in. That one. And a little 2-pointer. And get rid of the skull. That's all I got.
All right.
I'm disappointed.
Oh, me too.
Okay, so that's me. I'm gonna draw 1
F him up.
and pass this.
Okay.
You already had this one, right?
Yeah, I drew 1 and pass.
All right, we'll draw 1 and I'll pass.
Had that coming.
And it's all right. No, hold on. Because I got to get rid of these. Unfortunately.
I'm gonna draw 2. Oh, that's a
Rooting
tough.
for that E-bomb. Ooh, you got that? Oh, you discarded it. Rather than not scroll through.
Well, gosh, then that
It does me more harm than it does you.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Do what you would do. Don't go easy on me because it's the first time.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and...
But if you do
figure it
that,
out.
you get this.
No, because,
because it
I have to
immediately
wait
gets
to go back
destroyed.
to cash it in.
What?
Because there's already one out. So, since there's 2 bombs on the table, this immediately has to go there. What? Okay.
My turn?
Marcus, I think.
Oh, it's Marcus.
Alright, yeah, let's go for 3.
So, it's Cameron 16 points and 15.
Is it me?
This, yeah.
Okay. We'll draw 3.
And here's your 3rd card.
Okay. So I get this, and I lose this.
Dang it. Wait, what are you losing?
Well, this is in my head.
Yeah.
Because we both have a B bomb.
The card I meant to discard was the B bomb, and I didn't do it. Oh well. Because I have.
Okay.
TTS takes.
I don't know. I forgot to do it. Yeah. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was 1 away.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I was not paying attention to the right things, but whatever.
The auto win.
The 4 bombs was also enticing.
Only 10 points though. It seems like it should be that should be an auto win too, but just because of how challenging it is to get it.
It
Maybe.
used to happen more often, and I honestly can't remember why. Like what I changed to make it not. But here we
Deck
are.
size is the same, and 2 bombs of each color. I think what
I guess
Might be number of players that
I'll
affects
take
it. Yeah.
2 and get rid of this. Marcus.
Let's go 2.
I'm trying to remember what I threw away when I could have done the gym. Maybe I didn't even throw anything away.
3. D-bomb.
3. Okay.
Okay, and I will cash in, grab this last skull. I think that is game.
21.
Nice.
Nicely done.
I had
Yay.
3 skulls there too, but yeah. That would have been the last one.
It's a fun game. I like it.
It is. I like
It's pretty
that.
quick. I think what feedback are you looking for?
Like what felt the most strong, what felt like a rule that's like that took me a while to figure out, that doesn't need to be there kind of a thing. I think my other concern, just talking out loud, is like I don't have anything in this game that would make you want to play differently the next time around, so that's kind of a big concern to me, but yeah, mostly about what rule seemed harder to grasp than it needed to be, and did you have that feeling of just your luck, like a little sweat coming down your head of what should I do?
Yeah. All of the above. I mean, it felt like a push your luck game, that's for sure. I don't think there were any rules that were too overtly complicated, but the bomb card definitely seems very RNG based, more so than like anything else. And to have 3 copies of it and only worth 10 points seems like a lot, but again, that's just this version. And I know that you said that there were updates coming, so just take that with a grain of salt, I guess. All the other...
Well, how many of those you accumulate seems like it really depends on like how many players there are, too. If it's the same number of bombs in the deck, I don't know. If you have 2 players, it might be a pretty different, probability of that happening versus having 6 players. I don't know how many people it plays.
I do agree. Something I did made this very unlikely, and I don't know what. But yes, okay.
But all the other.
So I mean, you could make it 3 bombs and worth less, or make it worth a bunch more as is.
Yeah, Cameron?
Yep. All the other scorecards feel pretty strong. It had a good, fun, light gameplay loop, which I like. I appreciate that. Everything else is pretty solid. I don't really have any complaints here other than maybe some kind of ratio in the rule book to tell me like how many of each card type exists. But also, have you thought about having hybrid cards, like cards that don't cards in hand, and or victory cards that aren't just one suit type? Or is that something you're not looking to do?
I'll do it if it solves a problem. I guess I don't remember if I ever thought about it. I am wanting to make cards with more symbols. Like right now, hearts are the only ones that have multiple symbols on them. I want to change that.
Yeah. I mean, you could definitely have. You can handle this game multiple ways, right? There's a bunch of tried and true methods that could work, but you're trying to get the draw mechanic to work, so I won't recommend those or even bring them up. In terms of this, the row number 2 seemed a little confusing at first, just because nowhere here tells me to draw 2, discard 1. It just says to draw. When I see this, I just see draw 1, discard 1.
I thought that same thing when I saw it.
I think that's what it was when I made it. Maybe that's why. I don't know, but yeah.
You could have a stack of 3. There's a lot of interesting things I guess you could do, but it really just depends on what you're trying to how complicated do you want the game to be. Yeah, with that I'm done.
Yeah, maybe like another card type that leans more into that skull busting type of thing too.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, is if there could be, if the hearts and stars could have abilities. I liked that the blue one that the gems did. I think even if it were a simple thing, can treat 3 hearts as 1 star, or can cash in 5 stars to move a bomb, or I don't know, whatever that might be. The different things you could play with there.
Leftover clovers give you 1 point or something.
Yeah, so one that's worth leftover if you don't cash it in, has about, that's interesting. Yeah, that has a little green value on it if you cash in but don't have enough for a overall card or something. Anyway, that was kind of my big thought too. Was just, is there a way to give abilities to cards that are currently a little more plain? Other than that, I enjoyed it. I thought I noticed myself drawing 3 a lot more early in the game until I saw how quickly that could wipe you out, and I think that maybe felt powerful initially until I realized how big the risks were. So I think I was doing more of the cautious play later in the game. Maybe too cautious because Cameron snuck in.
I love the D-Bomb being the funds, but maybe you could have it be Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, too. But I don't know.
Find the cartoony icon. I'll put whatever you want there.
Yeah.
This would be like he's the bomb, or
The bomb.
I thought about trying to find somebody douchebag looking too, like a D-bomb. I don't know, but yeah.
Maybe you didn't think about this level of it, but it's like a heartbreaker destroys all hearts. So like Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. You might have thought of it. I'm sure you thought of that, but I don't know.
I've thought of very little in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and think it's funny that there technically is a C bomb, but I didn't want.
Yeah, I thought the exact same thing. I'm like, I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of anything for the other ones. But...
Yeah, scaling for players. I think maybe at 4 players I was supposed to bring out the E-bombs, which destroy skulls, and that would dilute them enough to maybe make this goal happen more often. But I don't remember what player count the E-bombs come in, because they're sitting
I think
over
that is
here.
just for me, that's probably just a counts question of how many bombs relative to players or cards relative to bombs or whatever.
I think,
Well, you could also just have a limit, but then shuffle them beforehand, so it's not determined as to what they're going to be. But that's, I guess that wouldn't work. No, that wouldn't work.
Maybe
wondering
like
if whenever your hand is empty to draw 3 cards, how much does that feel the obvious, or fix the obvious decision part of the game?
I think that helps, yeah, because then you don't have a turn that just feels like, of course I'm going to, the next turn actually feels like you might make a decision if you accidentally drew a bomb or something. What if you drew the F-bomb that turn and you had a high score, you had a lot of scorecards down already or something that might make decisions happen more often. That seems positive to me.
One other question I have, I guess, is have you thought have you thought about just holding the bombs in your hand and then some kind of like a negative repercussion for having them in your hand that could give a lot of players more control and still add to the push your luck?
There was a thought I had for a while that I always wanted to be like, you can either cash in one thing out of your hand, like that's directly out of your hand, or if you have cards laid out on the table, you can cash out as many of them as you want, but cards on the table are the ones that are vulnerable.
Interesting.
I don't know. I like that it keeps floating up here and there, and I keep either forgetting to do it or not doing it, and I don't know if it needs it. But I don't know if that gets across the feeling you're talking about, Cameron, because I do kind of, like in games that have Take That and Chaos, I want something you can do that's an option of take the stronger road that leaves you vulnerable, or the weaker road that you can stay out of that Take That, is a feeling I look for in games like this, and this does not have that. Say your idea one more time, Cameron.
I mean, it's a half-baked idea for sure. It's just, the concept is you're just holding on to these instead of playing them. But, you're holding on to them. And, you can make it something as simple as if you try to cash out with a bomb in your hand, then, like, XYZ happens or, something happens, right? Like, maybe if you cash out with the bomb in hand, it'll trigger even if there's only this one on the field, right? So it would give people that have the A-bomb an incentive to cash out. If there's like cards that they can't utilize in their hand, so then they don't feel as bad, right? That way it adds a little bit of strategy. The only other thing I could think of is having a hand limit, which kind of goes counter to push your luck. So that would be a bad suggestion.
One other thing I thought of is maybe this is for one of the symbols, or maybe you can do this with all the cards, the ability to play them onto that bomb, and maybe when you cash in that they're worth twice as much or something, but if that bomb goes off, they're lost, so that you have an extra element of you choose to risk specific cards in the effort to gain specific rewards, or maybe it's like a +1 or something. I don't know. I feel like
multipliers. I don't know how to do that, but the +1 as a maybe but it would also have to not match the card symbol, because then it's not making you any more vulnerable. I like the decision space. I don't like time it would take me to teach somebody that compared to the other rules. I don't know. So while you guys were talking, one thing that I had in my mind is, what if instead of this card giving points, and this is kind of bouncing off the half-baked ideas you guys had, is that what if trading in 3 skulls means you trigger all your bombs left for everybody else?
Like you trigger everyone else's bombs, you're saying?
Or all the bombs that are in front of you affect other players. Like
affect other players. Oh, interesting. So, like, you want to collect bombs and then use them against everybody, essentially?
If you get it, if you can trade in exactly 3 skulls, I don't know, but
that sounds cool. I mean, that's a fun effect. Yeah, I like that a lot.
That could be the trip mine symbol. Something.
Yeah, that makes me wonder. Like, do we need hearts and stars, or should we have another kind of dark thing to go with the theme? You know, we got bombs and skulls. Can we have, I don't know, bath, whatever? Somehow that was the first thing that came to mind. But that's, you know, where you could still have one of the card types that has the destroy your own hand effect, and you might have another one that does that effect or something. Looking for ones that are more interactive that way.
Blue shells. Like if you're in the back, and there's a few cards, like just a few that are like, if this is the first gold card you get, then you get to blue shell somebody, and you get maybe a few extra points for like achieving that goal. So that's a good comeback mechanic. And then maybe like a few of them that say like if you only have 2 gold cards, or like blue shells.
That would be interesting. Like an effect on a card that, you know, you get to discard one other player's green card if you're in last place when you acquire this or something. I don't know.
And that's cool for coming back from bombs too. But
the one rubber banding I am thinking of is whenever you get F'd bombed, meaning you have to lose one of your point cards, that you have to give it to somebody else. That way the game's always moving toward something, but I don't know. And that would be
then that way we never get like wiped down to 0, which I feel like happened a couple times this game, but still was short. I didn't feel like it was dragging on because of that. But
I mean, is that a good or a bad idea?
I think it's one worth trying. To me, I don't know necessarily if I can say offhand how that would have felt, but it definitely would speed the game up a little bit more, so that you could play even more rounds. Right? If the point total is never going down, only ever up, then.
Well, if I change skulls, that slows the game down, so that would be moving.
That's true. This would be exactly.
You thinking more symbols though? Always expansive.
If I did, I would do one more. I mean, I guess more symbols would work pretty well for a game like this. The problem is more symbols would make your hand size go up more. So if I had more symbols, I would make all of the gold cards require less, which may actually be a good thing. Because they might actually be requiring too many things right now.
It did seem like there wasn't a lot of turnover in the gold card deck, which that's maybe not positive or negative necessarily, but I think it would feel a little bit more fast-paced if they were quick to grab and people were cashing in more often.
2 things, like, and then you could have like a few cards that say if you cash in 3 gold cards over here, then they're worth +3. I mean, then you get +3 points, or maybe like a side splendor of goals if you hit multiples at once or something, maybe.
Yeah, because I guess if they're easier to reach any given one of them, then people aren't pushing their luck as much, right? They don't have as much in their hand waiting for the big cash in. So something to incentivize that. It'd still be.
I did want to say one last thing regarding the E-bomb. I think it should be in the game. Like, I think they should all be in the game, and this could just be my own preference. But if you were to remove any of the bombs, I would probably start with the last letter, like the F bomb would get removed for lower player counts. You know what I mean? Because that would slow the game down unnecessarily. But
I liked it resetting, though. I mean,
I personally think that they should all be the deck. Period. Because it makes this easier to score.
I can change that, but yeah. I don't know. If somehow the game name stays as F-bomb, I would want the F-bomb to be in at all player
It'll always
counts.
be in play. Yeah.
I can see where you're going with that. I'm trying to think of different solutions.
Do they have to be the first 6 alphabetical letters, or could it be, because you've got the A-bomb, D-bomb, F-bomb, could you do ADF and then try to think of 3 other ones that might have a funny pun kind of thing on them?
No, they don't have to go alphabetically. I just, did it to make it even more abstract.
Because H-bomb is a hydrogen bomb, that's a thing. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that are...
So,
Z-bomb,
one other
F-bomb.
thing I think you could add, if you wanted to add more symbols, I don't know if this was discussed, but it's something that neutralizes bombs. Was that already discussed? Like a laptop or something? Lightning symbol? I don't know. What do we really work on? Anything? Yeah, just something generic that if you have, it still has the same mechanic of you're trying to look for a scorecard, but it also has the ability to where you can kind of sacrifice it to neutralize a bomb.
Yeah, I wondered about that, like getting 3 triggers or something, and you can trigger someone else's bomb, or
I wouldn't even have that.
Or like wire cutters, and you can deactivate your own bomb or something.
Wire cutter, something like that, where you just basically neutralize your own bomb in order to attempt to scrap that or collect that rather. Just a thought.
I like the mechanic. I don't like it as a card because it takes it away from the push your luck drawing thing. I need to think more about it because I feel like something like that would almost be better on the. Well, we're almost using those for disarms a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, technically, yes, you're right, but I'm mainly talking about attempting to score this, which, if anything, it doesn't have to be a wire cutter on a bomb, and it could just be like this prevents the bomb from detonating one time. So if somebody else were to put an A bomb down, it would trigger. They would have to resolve the effects of the bomb. You would have to do is just discard that card.
Discard this to keep a bomb in play when it would trigger or something.
Yeah, something like that to make it a little bit more balanced. But I would say that if you wanted to go the route to utilize that card, it has to be the same turn that you place the bomb down. And you can't be like, I have this here. Oh, it hasn't triggered yet. I drew this card. I'm going to place this here now. I think it has to be when you place the bomb down. That way it's a little bit more balanced. That might be a little too rigid, though. I don't know.
No, I'm taking better notes this time because I'm so sorry you guys had to go through another play test just for me to remember all the problems. So I have a page of notes written up about this.
I had fun. I thought it was good. The fact that we have as many suggestions as we do means we see fun ways to take it. I think it's still open and freeform enough at this point for me that I feel like several of those directions could yield pretty different feeling games that could each be fun. So
I think Tyler said he refuses to play it until I put a theme on it. But
I think that would be a simple one, like we were talking about, is just detonators and wire cutters and I don't know, vests like Kevlar vests or something. You could just make it lean into the bombs or something.
No, what I actually was going to make it is Indiana
Skulls could be. Oh, that would be really fun.
That you're getting curses while getting treasures is what it was
Idols
going. If I do that, yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And traps, but yeah, but so I can't speak for everybody, but I'm going to go to the restroom real quick. I do know Cameron originally said he had something loaded up that would play 4 players, and we do have 4 players here, so I'm willing to do that if he's willing to have the time and everybody else is willing.
Okay, I'm down. If y'all are, I mean, it's yeah.
I'm gonna give you the host, Cameron.
Okay.
Oh, everybody stay in this room. Don't do anything weird. If you do something weird, it's your fault. Okay, and I'll return.